Absolutely lashing down again. And Houston, we have a problem. This is the path. Chances of getting to Fort William with dry feet are virtually zero. Devil's Staircase, where are you? Where are you? If there was one word to sum up today, it would be brutal. Right, it's the next morning now. Slept in the bunkhouse last night. Great night's sleep. Let's go and see if my tent's still there. Well, it's still there. Alright, looks like it's still in one piece. That's the main thing. At least I got somewhere to sleep tonight. Okay, we're heading out now. Still raining a little bit, but it's not too bad. The river's gone down a little bit from last night's flooding event, and West Highland Way is that away along that valley. Not too bad actually, the bunkhouse here. £49 including breakfast, which was a tenner, so 39 quid. Bunkhouse, really. I mean, I wanted to wild camp as much as possible, as you know, but obviously last night when that storm came in, it's just not doable. So, good alternative. And within 5 minutes, it's absolutely lashing down again, and it's very windy. You can probably hear. Hopefully this will blow over soon, but you never know. There's some big dark clouds up there. Absolute driving rain. This is pretty bad, and I've discovered, as I said before, this blooming Berghaus jacket is not waterproof. I'm getting soaked. I'm only about 20 minutes into the walk. Only tiniest bit of blue sky poking through there. This is the point where I missed the turn off here last time and carried on up my way. Don't do that, because it's this way. Unlike yesterday when the wind and the rain was behind me, now it's right in my face. Wind in my face, rain in my face, therefore the rain's getting straight onto the coat, soaking me through. I need a new jacket. The wind is just wild. You probably can't even hear me. Absolutely wild. Weather's strange. 1 minute it's blowing a gale, the next minute it stops. Next minute it's torrential rain. Next minute it stops. That's Scotland, I guess. Not sure if you can see from here, but looking down Glencoe Valley, there's a little white house there in the distance. Just to the right of that, where you see those cars parked, that is the start of a Devil's Staircase, which is up there where that tiny bit of sunshine is. Devil's Staircase, where are you? Where are you? Let's be having you. Ah, there you are. For those of you that don't follow football, that was a tribute to Delia Smith. There's the Devil's Staircase. Up you go. And just before we start, here comes that rain again. Look at that. Amazing. Scottish weather. Oh well, let's go. It stopped raining for 5 minutes. Well, that wind's really picked up. Very windy. from bottom to top. And that was a full 15 spread off the wind, rain, so I know it's not bad. Going down the other side now, and it's just a long windy road all the way around, as you may or may not see. Well, Houston, we have a problem. And not figure out how to get across here. There's other people up there looking for a way across. There's no obvious way. Right, looks like I'm going to get wet feet at some point. Yes, this is what I'm going to have to do. Boots and socks off. Oh my. This is plan B, which looks like you might get wet boots, but you have to take your boots off. So I'm going to give this one a go. Well, that's done. I needed both hands for the trekking poles. We're across the river. Feet a bit wet, but we're across. And start to rain just for a change. Still got quite a bit of way to go yet, so I cannot leave it. But if there was one word to sum up today, it would be brutal. The weather's been brutal. The wind, the rain. But it's an adventure, isn't it? It's Scotland, it's the West Island way. It's not going to be sunshine every day. And you can't cope with this weather that don't come. Yeah, it's been a brutal day today weather-wise. I think we're about less than an hour now to the village. There's just so much rain, so much water. It's just been non-stop rain. I'm actually a little worried. Even though I've abandoned the idea of the wild campsite, I'm actually a little worried about the campsite, the proper official campsite, because after all it's just grass, and the grass where I've camped last night got waterlogged, flooded even, so I just have to wait. As I say, I don't know what if the campsite's flooded, I don't know what I'm going to do. Those are the pipes that feed the hydroelectric power station here, but I won't lie, this path into the village just goes on and on forever. Feels like it's never going to end. Here's a little garden with open gnomes. I don't know why I said that in an Australian accent. Isn't that great? So there across the road is the continuation of the West Island Way from here, Kinlochleven to Fort William. 16 miles I think it is. That's going to be a long day tomorrow. Up that way, and it's straight up for the first hour. The weather we've had, the wind and the rain and the storms and the flooding, as I mentioned, I'm not going to go up there tonight, A, because it's going to be too wet and windy and wild, B, my feet are shredded, my feet are really sore, so I'm going to camp here, got a campsite at the back of this hotel here. I just hope the ground is not flooded as well. Campsite is relatively small, it's a little rocky in places. After last night's experience, I'm not looking for somewhere flat, I'm looking for somewhere with a bit of a slope, so if it does rain heavy it will run away and not pool under the tent. I'm the first one here, there's another couple of people coming, so I've got to pick my own spot, to be honest. So let's get this thing up. Okay, so all pitched up now. The ground is wet, as you'd expect after all the rain that we've had, but I think it'll be okay, I think it'll be doable. I've purposely pitched on a bit of a slant, so if it does rain it'll hopefully not pool under the tent and it'll run right under, run right through. So yeah, happy with that. Okay, last day, push on to Fort William, and it was a good decision to stay here last night because it absolutely lashed it down last night and the wind was tremendous, so it's definitely a good decision to not go up top. I'll show you in a bit where I'd planned to camp. We have quite a few early starters here on this last leg. So here we go, last leg. It's a good 16 miles. Doesn't say on there because it doesn't want to scare you. When you leave the village, it is quite a relentless climb back up on top from the valley, working up, even situated, so up and up we go. What seems forever. Certainly gets your blood pumping first thing in the morning. So just at the top of that climb now. Not sure if I mentioned it, but around about 45 minutes it took, and it was tough going, but I wasn't going fast, so a fit person not carrying a full pack could probably do it in about 30. It's not even 9 o'clock and the rain has started. It wasn't supposed to start till about 11 or 12, but hey ho. And as we get to the top of a relatively gentle climb, we now see straight down the valley where the route runs right through. And it goes without saying, it's lashing down again. This wouldn't be a bad little wild camping spot, but as you can see, flooded. I do see the cottage now over in the distance. So here's the derelict old farmhouse. I have seen a couple of YouTube videos where people have camped just at the side of here, on this nice stretch of grass here, just at the side. Seen a couple of people camp here. I'll walk 3 words it because it's a lot further on than I realised. Just past the rundown place, there's this spot here that will be good, and it does look quite sheltered. Not seen this before. That looks doable, although how wet the ground is another matter. There's a rundown farmhouse, and here is the spot. This is the spot that I'd seen on YouTube, care of Abby Barnes. This was a spot I was thinking of camping at last night. I was a little worried about how wet it was, and yes, it is wet. Is it doable? Hard to say. It certainly would have been a big chance. It is a nice spot if it's dry. But yeah, put a little 3 words link here to show exactly where it is, but just past that cottage, so quite easy to find really. Well, I'm not going to mention anything about the weather because I know what will happen if I do. So I'm saying now. Well, as you can see, the path just goes on and on and on through this valley. Well, I might not have said the R word, but the universe knew what I was talking about. It didn't last very long. It was only 5 minutes ago that I did the last clip where it had stopped raining. Now, rain, rain, go away. Come back another day when I'm not here. Another derelict building. Could you camp there? Yeah. At a push, yeah. Ooh, nearly worked right into that then. Look, where are you going? It's coming down heavy again now. And not just heavy, these are big globs, you know, those huge raindrops. Wind's picked up as well. No idea how far I am along, but I've got a feeling that I'm not halfway yet. It's going to be a long day today, I think 7, maybe 8 hours. My toes are really sore, my legs are fine, feet are fine, back's fine. My toes are a bit shredded. That's what's slowing me down today. But yeah, push on, never give up. Normally it's around this point that you can get your first real glimpse of Ben Nevis, and because it's cloudy over there, I can't quite tell if that's it or not. A little sign coming up and it's at this point I remember from last time that you realise just how far you've got left to go. You are here. So we've still got all this way to go. So, still quite a way. Still quite a way. What's it saying? Fort William itself, 2 to 2.5 hours. Let's call that 3. Maybe 3.5. My feet are killing. It's chucking it down. It's windy. So if you can see it, there is Ben Nevis in the background with its distinctive flat top. Well, it's absolutely lashing it down now. Absolutely. I reckon I've got about 2.5 hours to go. Just when you thought the rain couldn't get any heavier, it does. Very much so. Just as we're coming along this forestry path, old military road, not sure, the mighty Ben Nevis comes into view. Top just slightly covered by cloud, but there she is nevertheless. Nevis shrouding in cloud, and just for a change started to chuck it down again. Absolutely soaked. I am head to toe, especially the toes. Fort William is over in the distance that way. I don't know how long. It's got to be an hour and a half yet. Just in the distance there, he's got Glen Nevis campsite and Fort William further in the distance, which you probably can't see because of the low cloud. Okay, we're off the mountain track now onto the dreaded last section, which is just short of 3 miles along the main road into Fort William town centre. So at least it's nice and smooth and no rocky stones anymore and no huge puddles. Just coming towards Fort William town centre now. See all these little Bed and breakfasts, no vacancies. Next one here, no vacancies. It's a Tuesday night at the end of September. You'd think they would, but no, you try and get one of these places on the day, you have no chance. Here's the original end of the West Highland Way. As we all know, it's now moved on to the town centre. Here we go, the last furlong, and it looks like the sun has come out to welcome us to the finish line. Just through this park and up the main street, and here we go. Just around this corner is the end of the West Highland Way. It's been a long day, it's been a tough day. It's around about 17 miles and my feet are shredded, but it's been a fantastic journey. It's been amazing, recommend it to anyone.